Good evening and welcome to the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station. I'm your host, Roman. We have a terrific show planned for you today. And of course, I'm solo. So, what that means, yes, I'm at it again with my rant. But before I do that, please stay tuned to IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station for Warriors Talk with my girl, Rochelle. There's a lot to get to, and I just thought it would be enough time to kind of like digest what's been going on lately, especially in our community. Some of the news that you heard, some of the news that you haven't heard. And I just want to bring it to you in the flesh right here, right now. So I'm basically at a standstill right now of what's going on. And let's talk about international news and what's going on with the Palestine and Gaza. I constantly say this, especially to our own people. Sometimes you have to stay out of fights. And we're compassionate people, and I understand we are compassionate people. That's in our DNA because we grew up in majority of the black families, they grew up in church. That's in our DNA. We grew up being compassion for one another. We grew up in a place where when we see something, we say something. We see the unjust to make it just. That's us. That's our DNA for black people. I'm not talking about just for blacks, but for anybody. I remember in high school that it was supposed to be a one-on-one fight, and all of a sudden, a whole bunch of girls jumping on another girl saying, no, it was supposed to be one-on-one. I can't stand your butt anyway. Remember that? Well, fast forward to today, same scenario. When it's a one on one fight and the US is providing weapons for Israel, I don't have a problem with Biden providing weapons to Israel. However, there's the however component. Whenever you listen to my show, there's a however component. However, Biden should not support a genocide. Two different things. I don't want my tax dollars going to a genocide. I just don't. I don't want my money to desecrate or annihilate people that only a few has done. And I hope Biden, who is really seriously thinking about this, who proposed a ceasefire. And we got to rewind to 1996, I believe. And we got to give Bill Clinton his props for bringing the Hamas and Israel to the table to talk and come to almost an agreement of a two-state idea. But Hamas said no. And one thing that Arafat said is because he said, if I agree to this, they will assassinate me. If if they agree to this, they will kill me. Wow. And Decades later, now Hamas saying, we just want a two-state deal. That's it. That's all. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, where do black people come at? Where is our agenda? Where we come in at in this fight? And I'm telling you right now, nowhere, because it's not our fight. When President Biden went to Morehouse, and I said this on my show a couple of weeks ago, when President Biden went to the White House, I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. Here's the good. All the media critics were wrong. They said blacks going to carry out terrible at Morehouse. They didn't do nothing of the sense. They said black people going to throw tomatoes at Biden. They didn't do no such. They were respectful. They did the silent protests. They stood their ground. I respect them for it. As black men and black women, they have clapped, and Biden laid down his agenda, what he has done for black people. And I still don't get it when it comes to us. I still don't get that we got to fight somebody else's fight, and it's none of our damn business. I don't understand that. And like I said earlier, we are compassionate people. We are loving people. We are forgiving people. That's in our DNA. We go to church to forgive. We live by God and God's saying. I will say some of us, not all of us. But why are we supporting Palestinians that's at your corner store and doing God knows what to God knows whom to your daughters? Why we're supporting a country that basically has bleached meat and selling it to your mom, your grandmother. They're making millions and millions and millions of dollars in our community. And they say we contribute to the economy. We hire people. You hire lookouts. That's what you do. You hire lookouts. You hire lookouts to trick on someone that's stealing a bag of popcorn, a bag of potato chips, a bag of cookies. That's high price any damn way. But it's okay to ask the single mother, hey, I can get your hair done if I can use your link card. Sure. Oh, I can I use your link card? I give you, a couple of hundred extra. Sure. But we're not fighting that fight, right? We're not fighting that fight that our women are getting pregnant by Palestinian men. We're not fighting that fight, right? But we have the audacity to be mad at this. Our priorities are just, and I'm sorry, Earl, it's just effed up. It's effed up. Getting back to the Morehouse, what pissed me off as a black man is seeing a young brother drape a Palestinian flag on his back and put the black power symbol. Bruh. Somebody needs to talk to that brother. That is for us. Some things do not belong to other people. This is for us. And I don't give a damn what people say. This is us. Know your history. Know what's going on. I was mad at the fact that this young brother draped the flag with a Hamas scarf, a Palestinian scarf, and doing this. This is ours, man. You don't do that. Some things need to be sacred in our community. We just don't pass it on to everybody. This symbol is meant for us, for our cause. Our cause. But we're fighting and scraping and fighting for Hamas. But we're not fighting and scraping for single mothers who get pregnant by Palestinian men in our community. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? But we're not fighting that fight. However, what fight needs to happen to educate our brothers and sisters and to put our fists up in the air is what's going on in Africa, what's going on in Haiti. And I've been sounding the alarm about what's going on in Africa and Haiti for the longest. And probably we are the first shows to even talk about this. You talk about a genocide? Look up Congo. You talk about a genocide? Look at what just happened in Sudan. A lot of people say, what the hell I'm talking about? Well, I'm going to school you. There are minerals that's in Africa. We are proud owners of natural resources that the United States use, that other countries use every single day. The cell phone that you use 24/7. Well, do you know right here, right now, that they're producing Sudanese slaves, Mongolese slaves right now in Sudan? They tried to do a coup d'etat. They arrested 50 people. Look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. And guess what, people? You think, oh, that's international people. 3 to 4 Americans were involved. 3 to 4 Americans were involved and were arrested in Sudan trying to start a coup d'etat. For what? For nothing. Because right now, Africa is trying to get away from France. Haiti is trying to get away from France. Haiti is trying to say to France, you need to pay up the billions of dollars you owe us. They're trying to develop their own currency. But no, y'all so worried about what the beef between Drake and damn Meek Mills. And it doesn't concern you. Well, Drake said this and Meek Mill said that. Oh, I think Meek Mills win the battle. To me, I don't give a damn. What I give a damn about is our people paying more attention about us. Not about what's going on in Gaza. That doesn't affect us. What affects us is what's going on in Haiti and what's going on in Africa. That affects us. Our minerals, our natural resources is being swiped away, swept away by China, by France, and the United States of America. Don't just blame me, just look it up. Just don't blame what I'm saying here. Blame what people say, blame the game. You get sick and tired of hearing this and what's going on. And you say to yourself, man, I is it bad to be, is it wrong? Not bad. Is it wrong to be black? Is it wrong? Is it wrong to be black? In today's society, is it wrong to be black? Because every time we work, it just seems like you get to a certain point, white people want to take it away. You get to a certain point. Don't just ask me, just look up and guess what? Who would tell you? Who would tell you? Wesley Snipes can tell you. He made a certain amount of money. He doesn't pay taxes because of his religion, right? And they said, no, no, brother. You can't play that trick on us. And he went to jail. Ron Isley, same thing. No, no, brother. You can't play that trick on us. James Brown. And James Brown said it, I think a year before he passed away. He said it, I think, on the Tonight Show. He said, I don't put my money in the bank. I bury it in the forest somewhere that nobody knows. And guess what? To this day, people are still trying to find it in the forest. Our brothers and sisters, even the famous ones, are fighting over estates. And it's taking decades to get it right. All these years, Aretha Franklin, right? All these years, Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin had a will, and it was in a cushion of her couch. And this is what the estate belongs to. You're talking about years later. I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me because it is a rant. I'm going somewhere with this to let you know that our society is not meant for us. People will say the opportunity is the golden goose is all ours. Really? Really? Well, tell me, my brothers, tell me, my sisters, is it really ours? It's ours to a certain point. It's ours to a certain extent. To a certain point, it's ours. They say the world is our oyster. I got to get mine, I got to get yours. Well, I'm seeing a lot of foreigners getting theirs. Where's ours? I'm seeing that billions of dollars are going to a cause that's none of our damn business, instead of the money going to Gaza for an annihilation of a genocide. Put that money towards a country like Haiti that needs the resources. We have treated Haitians so bad, it's ridiculous. I found out the other day that Haitians here in Chicago have bigger numbers than we've ever ever had before. 30 plus thousand Haitians. 30 plus thousand Haitians. They have a Haitian um lawyer coalition, a Haitian coalition. They have a Haitian council. And this is where my rant gets even, I would say, pissed. I found out that the head of the Haitian consulate, you think automatically is a Haitian, right? It's a Mexican. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So you think a Mexican knows what a Haitian goes through? Do you think a Mexican will allow a Haitian to be over a Mexican consulate? You got to be freaking kidding me. I'm like upset about this because our priorities are messed up in the black community. It just is. I just don't understand. And let it be known that more Hispanics are getting away with anything and everything than a brother that does the same damn crime. He get locked up and even more. That's what's going on in Chicago, by the way. I told you I'll go way out somewhere and then bring it back. That's what's going on. Do you think the deputy mayor of immigration cares about the Haitian community and the Haitian cause? No way. Because if she did, guess what will happen? Haitians that I know, they will receive $9,000 every 6 months. You don't believe me? $9,000 every 6 months. That's what Venezuelan people get soon as they touch foot on the ground in Cook County. They automatically get health care benefits called county care. You don't believe me? Look it up. They get free cell phones. Some people get free iPhones. Look it up. You go on a bus. Soon as a person gets on a bus, they just whisper, I'm a migrant. Come on in. And I got to give props to the brothers and sisters on the CTA because they see if a migrant comes on the bus and a brother or a sister behind them, they just say, come on, just come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't blame them because I would do the same damn thing because it's not right. It's sad that we have other people dictating our agenda. I'm scared to find out who's over the NAACP. I'm scared who's over the Urban League. Remember a while back, there was a white woman that's trying to be a black woman to get black scholarships. And guess what? She didn't go to jail. She didn't get prosecuted. She got reprimanded by the media. But besides that, she got a damn book deal for millions of dollars. But hey, I'm Jess Roman. I'm just Roman, right? $9,000. And 72% of the people who are homeless is us. Out of that 72%, these guys have fought for their country. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this garbage? Are you kidding me of what's going on in our communities? That you hear people are getting shot and killed. We can't even get along with each other. The other day on I think Linda and Menard, somewhere on the west side in the Austin community, somebody got shot. We can't stand on the porch like we used to and just talk. We can't sit in our cars and just chill without somebody saying a car coming past, you got to know whether you got to duck or you got to run for cover. Our priorities is just effed up. It is. We're worrying about the wrong doggone things. When we talk about, we get our news from internets and stuff like that. I don't mind you using the news outlet for internet, but just make sure it's true. You got a lot of people out there spreading lies and stuff like that. Well, Trump did this and Trump did that. Trump did this, and his ass got 34 counts. Trump gonna save black people. Yeah, right. Come on now. Let's be serious. This man, Donald Trump, and I don't care if people disagree or whatever, Donald Trump is going to cause a coup d'etat. Once he gets in, that's what's going to happen. And if I was Biden, this is what I would do. I said it several months ago. Biden is going to walk in the White House without a single vote. And a lot of people say, why? There's this thing called the Constitution. I'm not a constitutionalist. Barack Obama is a constitutionalist, but guess what? He got played by the game too. The Supreme Court, and this is true, wouldn't look the way it looked if it wasn't for Obama trying to play nicey nice with I forgot this guy's name. He was the head of the Republican Party, but he's the one that filled Republican judges up while Obama was in office. Filled it up with the brim. But they're stalling on Biden. Biden is trying his butt to get black judges in there. But you know what's happening? There's this thing called voting. If we don't get out and vote, we're going to look at a new version of the Civil War. Mark my word. Look this up. When they sit there and they say the South and the North, this is the same thing with the migrant situation. Same thing, because blacks were considered migrants at the time. We wasn't promised $9,000 every 6 months. We were promised, and look this up. Why today that we honor our ministers? Because it's generational. It's our DNA, because we're used to ministers being our leaders. It was the ministers that basically said, we don't want your money, white man. We want land. And every single time I look on the internet, they say, we got to get our reparations. We're going to get our reparations. We're going to get our reparations. And you don't even know the damn definition and where it comes from. And it irritates me. That's where reparations have come from. Because Andrew Johnson, I believe. I'm sorry. Let me put it this way. If I get it wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize. I put the correct president on there. But they're similar. He got impeached. He was one of the racist person to this day. You look him up. He was impeached. He was the one that presented the black code. He was the one that was presented that we were 3/5 of a person. Why you think Trump was fighting so hard to disregard the black vote? Because he still thinks 3/5 of a person. But y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So you want to take voting for granted? Be my guest. Remember, they was testing during the pandemic food boxes. Do you think he's going to give you guys that SNAP card benefits? Nah. Do you think he's going to give grandma her Social Security? Nah. Nah, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that at all. Do you really think Trump is going to go the distance for black people? No, because in his head, remember, his father was a Klansman. Apples don't fall far from the tree, folks. He thinks black people are 3/5 of a person. If you go back when the election, that's what Rudy Giuliani was fighting for, to erase the black vote. And that's why Haiti, Africa is so important. Because if we allow Haiti to fail, we fail. If we allow Africa to fail, we fail. When I saw the pictures from the AP, the Associated Press, seeing Mongolese, like thousands of them, chipping away like they're in a field, chipping away for minerals in Mongolia. And we're not talking about that, but we're talking about doggone Palestine. We're not talking about that, right? We're not talking about the coup d'etat that some Americans were trying to enforce. But the Sudanese government and soldiers got rid of that. In Haiti, they got a new prime minister. See how long that will last. All of this boils down to one thing. Why are we allowing this to happen? And we got bigger fish to fry than butting our nose in other people's damn business. We got other fish to fry. Other fish to fry. I cannot believe that black on black crime and white on white crime is not an issue. It should be. Why we're not enforcing good parenting? Why we're not enforcing? We got a Haitian mayor, a Haitian attorney general in the state of Illinois. And you know what they say? He claims that, oh, well, he admitted a couple of days ago during the Haitian reception as a Haitian American, some of these Haitians are Americanized and they ought to be ashamed of themselves for allowing this to happen. I'm black and I'm proud to be black, but I even called the Black Lawyers Association and they say, well, we're trying. Only thing you got is a damn resolution from a Haitian mayor, a resolution to just recognize the month of May. And I'm just being honest. Nobody didn't even know May was Haitian Heritage Month. Did you know? I didn't know. But we have a Haitian consulate, a Haitian mayor that says, I'm not going to give you guys $9,000. Excuse me. I'm not going to give you guys $9,000. However, I'm going to give you guys a resolution. I'm not going to give you health benefits. From the Haitians that was brought by racist DeSantis and his homeboy Gregory Abbott from Texas. I'm not going to give you that. But I'm going to give you a piece of paper that's acknowledging May is Haitian Awareness Month. Whoop-de-damn-do. Whoop-de-doo. So you got a piece of paper. Don't you think the Venezuelan community can get that too? You should have been fighting for the $70 million. But you're not on the list to get it. Africans, same thing. You're not on the list to get it. But we have a black mayor and a lazy ass attorney general. A lazy ass attorney general. That's why I call him lazy ass Raul. Yeah, I said it, and I'm not going to bite my tongue. Yeah, he's lazy. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because if I was the AG, I'm going to tell you, I would have put a temporary restraining order on the mayor right here, right now, on the governor of Texas. I would have, since Trump has been convicted of 34 counts, 34, 37, whatever you pick, he's convicted. If I was the attorney general, the people have spoken, and we're not going to have the president former president by the name of Donald Trump on the ballot of the state of Illinois because he's a convicted felon. And then I'm going to add to that addendum, if anyone, an alderman, a mayor, a councilman, or something is convicted, you're not going to be on the ballot. Period. End of story. Our attorney general can do that right now. Because guess what happened, folks? The Supreme Court ruled that states, it's up to the states to do what they want to put the president on a ballot. It's up to the states. Because remember the 14th Amendment. Remember the 15th Amendment. We had this discussion before. The inability and disability of a president of the United States. The inability and disability. That's only terms you need to know. The rest is going to get confusing. The inability and disability of the mayor. But I'm going to break it down to you because a lot of people don't understand. Our lazy ass AG by the name of Lazy Ass Raul can do these steps by putting a temporary restraining order on the governor of Texas, put it in the court system. Then on top of that, put some type of legislation on the table for the House, the Illinois House and the Illinois Senate to pass immediately so he cannot be on the ballot, meaning Donald Trump. And guess what, folks? Other states can follow. You heard it here first, folks. That's how you're going to beat the system. Because the Supreme Court said it's up to each state. We're not just going to deal with it. It's up to each state to deal with it. It's up to our attorney general to do something. Then do it. Do your job. That's the only thing I want. Do your job. But he's Haitian. He doesn't know. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. We were fighting for a black attorney general. We got one, and he's one of the laziest ass attorney generals we known to man. We asked for a black mayor. We got a black mayor. Don't have no clue of a legislation. Even if he farted, he wouldn't even know if it's heads or tails. You get what you pay for without doing your research. Mayor Mohawk has sat there the other day and basically blamed the crime trouble on Mayor Leftfoot. When are you going to take responsibility, brother? When are you going to say the crime problem? When they was out there tearing up, doing these flash mobs, you basically said, and I quote, well, kids gotta eat. And that's why it looks like a damn ghost town downtown. Now you're wondering where we're going to get the bills, where we're going to get the money, how the taxes going to work, and blah, blah, blah. Well, businesses, particularly big businesses, alleviates from the homeowner. You get where I'm going. But hell, you have Mayor Mohawk, lazy ass AG here. Guess what? They're going somewhere else. Why you think business is going to the suburbs rather than Chicago? I'd rather go to Aurora than to go to Chicago. I'd rather go to blah, blah, blah than to go to this. There are more black people than I have ever seen before live in Springfield now. Springfield, Illinois. Because they're tired of the damn incompetence and the politics of Chicago. If I was Mayor Mohawk, I would fire the deputy mayor of immigration because she's looking out for her own. And show me Where is she looking out for Haitians that's coming in? Show me where is she looking out for the Africans that's coming in. I talk to Africans, and they go up north. And I said, what's so big about up north that you can't come to where your people are at? Well, because of the crime. Are you kidding me? You'll get robbed faster up north than you do on the west side and the south side. Well, there's a gang problem. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's getting to the point that the Black community, if we don't fight for it, it's going to be obsolete. Mark my word, and I hate to say this, we're not doing our due diligence to protect our own and people that our ancestors would like to look after. We're not doing that. What we're doing is bullshit. And I'm just saying, we're just what Mick Mills and all this rap stuff that doesn't concern us. That's BS. But you're making them money. But if they're, let me put it this way. Are these rappers, so-called rappers, they talk about going to the strip club, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1,000 bottle of wine. You're making the club rich. You're not making that community rich. You talk about making it rain for that stripper. Let's talk about making it rain for the after school program. Let's talk about making it rain for that brother who needs a scholarship to go to college. Let's make it rain for that sister that has a dream of owning her own salon. Let's make it happen. Let's make it rain there. But no, you want to do all the twerking and stuff like that. That's what we all about, right? I'm seeing what goes on the internet with this balloon thing. And sisters degrading the brothers on how they look. They pop the balloons immediately on how they look. Well, I don't like his glasses. I don't like this. How much money you make? It's none of your damn business. If you want to know, date me. You want to talk about my shoes? Then buy me a pair. What I'm bringing to the table, a knife and a damn fork. It's getting outrageous how we are treating each other. And some of these women think this is so damn funny. And it's not. We are disrespecting each other by materialistic things. And there's more important things in the world that's out there that's far more important than materialistic things. A student got in Indiana has a high IQ, got a doctorate, and he's 17. But that's a blip right there, right? But then my sister over here want to talk about how do you own a home? Do you own this? Do you do this? And do you do that? Then you stand with your mom. You got SNAP benefits. You got 5 kids. But you want me to accept you for who you are. You got to be kidding me. That balloon thing is nothing but a degradation of Black men. Period. You walk through the door, they just popping the damn balloons. And then, I don't like how your glasses fit. I don't like your hair. I don't like this. The guy hasn't even said a damn word. At least I'm giving the black men the benefit. They don't do that. They don't. They said, "Oh, well, I don't like," even if it's on the other side. These women have a nerve to say, "I want a natural black man," and they have hair weave up to the wazoo. I don't like how you dress, and it looks like they shop at a Goodwill. And then you have the nerve and the audacity to talk about other people. Well, I don't like the shape of your teeth, but you look like Mrs. Ed. Well, the shoes you got, and you got open toe sandals, look like you didn't have a manicure or a pedicure in years. Come on, people. We got to do better as black people. We got to do better at black people. That's it for my rant. I hope you like it. Earl's shaking his head. That's going to do it for us on the Drive at 5. Thanks to Earl Winfrey, our executive producer. Wanda, who's behind the scenes. I'll see you guys next week.